Bal. That's cool. Alrighty. And predictions are up as well, chat, if you do want to predict who gets the win in this one. Let me just double check. What do we got? I think we're good to go. Alrighty. You know what? We're going to do this on Manfield instead of Champions Field because I feel like we've done a lot of Champ Field recently. So we're going to head over there real quick and then we can head into the first one here. Alrighty. As I said, if you want to get your predictions in, there are some predictions in there. It looks like Bal is currently the favored player. We have seen Lunr play in the ones. We haven't seen Bal play in the ones so far. Alrighty. Look, have fun. BO5. So we should be getting in players in the lobby. And we are good to jump on in to the first night, or the first series of the night. That is currently incorrect. Let me fix up the overlay. We are doing a best of 5 rather than 7. Alrighty. And we are set to get underway. Lunr does open the scoring here this evening with a very simple goal, which we will skip again, as I typically do. We'll skip a majority of replays as long as they are, or unless they are, a really insane goal. Then we'll like to watch that one back. As I said, we have seen Lunr play so far on the stream. We haven't seen Bal play. It was Lunr that suggested Bal once Gus was unavailable. So interesting to see how Bal does perform. I had a little look. I actually couldn't find Lunr on the ranked leaderboards. I was hoping to find him in a quick look, but I couldn't find Lunr, so I'm actually not sure what happened there. That might be an own goal. It is an own goal. That's our first own goal of the night. I was talking about Lunr. Can't find him on the leaderboard. Can't find him in his own net. He has scored an own goal. So far, I mean, it's 2-0 from Lunr. But yeah, I couldn't find Lunr, so I'm not too sure where he's sat. Bal, though, is sat in about 45th or 42nd or something like that when I had a look at the leaderboard. Of course, early into the season, early into players really grinding out the 1v1s, so it's nothing especially special to look at. That is going to be the second one here for Lunr. Third one, I suppose, if you want to count the own goal as a goal for Lunr. But yeah, of course, Bal sitting about 42nd, I believe, on the ranked leaderboard. Couldn't see where Lunr was sat. So Bal is not necessarily right up there, but as I said as well, it is early into the season. So those leaderboards won't mean overly too much at the minute. That's a great 50 by Lunr in the midfield. As well, if you missed it, I did have Lunr on the co-cast for the last 1v1 event. Last 1v1 that we did, which was Lucifer vs. Shugs, I want to say. I think that was the last one we did. Lunr, of course, has got a history of commentary in Rocket League. That's a great save. Yeah, of course, he does have experience with it. I think you have to go back to about 2019. Would have been the last time I did actually cast with Lunr before the cast last week. So he's been out of the commentary game for a little while, but it was nice to have him alongside for the call. Potentially looking to have him again for a couple of 1v1s in the future. That's going to be another one for Lunr. Yes, it does roll in off the post to make it 4-1. I mean, it's not necessarily the best of plays, but he does get that final little touch in there. Also, hopefully the scoreboard doesn't look horrible. I tried to make it so that we didn't have to have an overlay. We didn't have to have an image for the players. I don't know if it looks good or bad. Hang on a second, Lunr. Mechanical play. Fantastic stuff from out in the corner. I want to watch this one back. Flip reset. Got the double. I think he might have been faking out, going for the musty. Bal had to predict what was expected. Tried to commit as late as possible. Couldn't get the touch, and that's a fake kickoff from Lunr. Seeing a fake play, or at least a kickoff alternative to what we usually see early on here. Bal looking to respond with some flip resets of their own, and Lunr has to deny. And that should be another one for Lunr. Gonna make it 6. Half the game gone, Lunr with a dominant lead in game 1. But back to the point that I was going to make. It's relatively uncommon for us actually to see a kickoff strategy early on. That's a great goal by Bal as well. I can't get a point out because anytime I talk about anything, we say a really nice goal, really good flip reset. Lunr can't get up for it. Crossbar down and in. Anytime I try to make a point, someone scores a goal and interrupts me. But yeah, it's pretty uncommon for us to see early into, well, at least OCE 1v1s. It's pretty uncommon for us to see anyone really going for kickoff strategies before really Game 2. Game 1, it's so uncommon. From all the ones we've seen over the past, well, almost month now, I believe. That's a nice flick from Lunr. Just from out wide, cuts in, gets a nice 45. That's another one on the board. But it's nice to see. To get to the point that I'm trying to make, that every time I'm talking about another goal is scored, it's nice to see that Lunr has attempted a couple of different kickoffs in Game 1 here. Doesn't wait to use them. That is going to be Bal getting a third for himself, 7-3. It's been pretty comfortable from Lunr, has to be said, so far. But you can't really discount Bal at any point here. That's a great demo. Should be able to make it a goal on target. Yes, they do. And, well, as I said, you can't discredit Bal at any point. Minute and a half remaining. Few goals in it. Great opportunity here. If Bal can score something early, which he can't do there. Lunr looks to go back the other way. Pop over the top. Bal won't be able to touch it. Lunr looks to keep it involved once more. And that's going to be a big 50 in the midfield by Lunr. Just time off the clock here. Don't really need to overcommit. Don't really need to stretch too much. And Lunr goes the other way to make it 8-4. Of course, these two were lined up at one stage to be playing RLCS together this season. That was before the final roster shuffle of the off-season. They instead got, I think it was Caleb that joined the team instead of Bal after Gus replaced Caleb, after Gus got replaced by Banana Head. So lots of shuffling going on there. Bal was originally on the roster with Laxon and Lunr. Played the off-season with them. Under the Scrims World banner. Didn't really lead to too much for that team in particular. Of course, all the roster changes meant that Lunr became a regional champion. And Lunr getting another one here to make it 9-5. Yeah, making that roster change. Ending up with a regional champion there. Was a bit interesting how all that sort of panned out with those roster moves. That's a nice touch by Lunr, just out to the corner. Maybe one last play to the ceiling. 60 in the tank. That doesn't really connect. Tried to get the flip reset, couldn't find it. Lunr, though, does take game 1. And it's a good start here for Lunr. We see a very high-scoring game 1. 9-5. Lunr with a very solid start to the series. Hopefully they can stall this one out a little bit longer. Because ideally, this isn't a sweep. Ideally, we can just move straight into the second series without having to have too much of a delay. We'll have to see if that is at all possible. That's going to be a hit onto the side post. And Bal looks to counter-attack. Leads to Lunr taking possession. Just drives past it. Bought himself a little bit of time. Tries to take it up. Gets absolutely hard pushed by Bal, who makes it a 1-0 lead for themselves. A lead that we've not really seen from Bal so far in this series. For the majority of it has been playing from behind or I was going to say a tied game, but no, it's pretty much been all Lunr. Might be able to make it 2. Flip reset. Does find a double. But it's just an overcommit that Lunr is willing to let Bao commit to. And does tie us up 1-1. It was a great setup by Bao. Right intention. Just couldn't find the touch that was necessary to polish it off. Lunr wanting to make it a 2-1 game. Won't be able to do so here, as Bao can move it out to the sidewall. Plenty in the tank. Goes for a flip reset. Decides to go low with it. Hits the post again. Couple of dings from either post, from either player so far. Now Lunr with a musty. Oh, that is a little bit cheeky, I feel is the right way to explain that one. And Lunr does have a 2-1 lead now. Flip reset off the ceiling into another musty. Fakes it. Pinch off the ground into the crossbar. And Bao got a piece of it, so Lunr's going to have to reset. But it's very interesting to see Lunr in the ones arena, because in the 3v3s, I mean, especially when you have a player like Laxon alongside you, right? You're never really going to be seen as that mechanical player. I did point to a chalked cast that I think CJ, I think it was CJ called Lunr the Rizzo of the team. So he's not the one that you look at for the mechanical ability, not the flashy player, but once you put Lunr in the ones arena, you do start to see what he actually has up his sleeve, what he is capable of. He doesn't go for the flashy goals every single time in the ones, of course, but on occasion, you get to see him pull off something a little bit special. Shot on testing. Bao does well off the back wall. Looks to get a plan B. Does knock it over the top of Lunr, but well, no real follow-up potential. Lunr wants to go from one end to the other with the plan B again, and this feels like it's turned into a plan B 1v1. You go, I'll go. Every time it has to be a plan B. This time, however, Bao just tries to force the ball through. And Lunr set up like a brick wall on the goal line there. Nice play to the ground that Bao can't reconnect with. So Lunr will take this one into control. A much tighter game. The scoreline not expanding as much as anywhere near as much as the first game. Bao should be able to tie us up. What a save from Lunr. That is spectacular. Has to dive across. Had low boost off the spawn. And now an opportunity for himself. Flip reset. Goes low. Still awkward. And that should be. That should be the goal that Bao has been looking for. Does make it 2-2. I mean, that save was incredible from Lunr. But then couldn't get back to it. A delay in the kickoff here from Lunr. It didn't really work out. Does get back. Won't be able to grab any boost. Bao, though, does have to go all the way to his own back wall. Wants to go from one end to the other. Flip reset. Over the top. Lunr again gets back in position. Able to make the stop. Great flick. Should be saved. Onto the crossbar. Lunr again. That is a little bit awkward from Lunr. He's not going to get back to that one. Then Bao will be able to take the lead here. Not the perfect setup that Lunr was looking for. Not the perfect follow-up that Lunr was looking for either. And he does get punished. Just a minute remaining here. Bao currently with the lead. Looking to tie us up. Might be able to get another one. Lunr a little bit awkward on the goal line. And Bao does make it 4-2. Minute remaining. Lunr's going to have to get something on the board soonish. So feel like they are still in this one. Bao wants to go the other way. Great flip reset. And Lunr can't get across to it. And that's a 3-goal difference with 45 seconds remaining. It feels as though Bao should be able to tie up the series after game 2. Again, a good low boost effort on the goal line from Lunr. That touch was dangerous from Bal. You can see what he wanted, though. And gets a little bit of reward for the risk. Into the flip reset. Wants to delay it. Ended up using it. Then Lunr gets the save. Should be able to get this on target. And does make the final 17 seconds a little bit more interesting. 2 goals in it. That is a big kickoff win from Bal. And he just delays it himself. Wants to get a demo. Can't find it on Lunr. But that should be enough time gone. Lunr won't be able to get the flick, and that will be Game 2 falling the way of Bal. Lunr looking to keep it up a little bit longer. And Bal says none of that. And we go again. Lunr just slowing it down. Now Bal takes it under control and drops it down. And Game 2 does go the way of Bal, so we are tied up in the series now. Which is, at the very least, not a sweep. I talk very often about how I prefer these games not being a sweep. It's much better entertainment for at least me if these aren't sweeps. And it also helps that, you know, we get a little bit more of the... well, a little less of a gap between the first series and the second series of the night when this series does get extended out a little bit. And we continue on Manfield Dusk. 1 each. Winner here sets up onto series point. And Bal will be able to score the first in Game 3, which could be a absolutely critical game in the series. Lunr will play this out wide, tries to get the boost, and now gets the ball. Wants to go again from one back wall to the goal. And Bal does really well to cut it off. Awkward bounce, tries to get around for the shot, and does so. 2-0 in Game 3 right now for Bal, who has definitely stepped it up since the opening match. Wants to get back around this one. Lunr gets a piece of it, trying to stay behind it. Bal does well. Just trying to cut infield. 30 in the tank. Just takes on a low shot that Lunr can't get across to. And Bal has really stepped up. We see the players lock in a little bit instead of outright going for all those mechanical plays. And we see a double kickoff strategy here. Both players going for something unique, something different. Neither connected with the ball. Immediately off the kickoff, Bal then capitalizes as Lunr faked and Bal delayed. Well, it's a 4-0 deficit now. Lunr has a lot to answer to after 1 minute in Game 3. We'll look to stay involved with it. Gets a touch out wide. Flip reset. Does get a piece on it. Not enough. Not anywhere near enough. And Bal can counterattack. A lot of boost situation for Bal. Not a lot of boost situation for Lunr. And Bal can absolutely capitalize on that circumstance. 5-0. After 1:20 played, Lunr is really finding it hard to find form in Game 3. We saw a little bit of a momentum shift in Game 2. The game did go Bal's way. Lunr was still capable of getting goals and, well, still is capable of getting goals as he makes it a 5-1 game. Very awkward trying to get forward there. But does enough to get a goal. That momentum feels like it is entirely going Bal's way now. And that's going to be another one to make it 6-1. Just absolutely sends it for the ball. You can see Lunr wasn't expecting him to go. Got the corner, was going to play it patient. Was going to take it under control. And Bal had very different ideas. And it is a Brazil Not even 2 minutes played. And Bell is in a fantastic position in game 3. The scoreline just keeps getting more and more in favor of the player in orange. This should be a great opportunity now. And Lunr can at least avoid the game ending as a Brazil. Just over 2 minutes played. 5-goal difference. I mean, there's absolutely enough time in this one. But if Bal can continue the goal-scoring form that they found so far, it's going to be incredibly difficult. However, Lunr does well to read the insta-challenge. And just slows it down. Able to find his way to goal again. 4 goals the difference now. And Lunr might have found something. Just takes it on an early flick. And Bal was not expecting it. And this scoreline is increasingly becoming less and less embarrassing for Lunr. However, kickoff does go in favor of Bal. Puts a shot on. Lunr does really well. Both players desperate for a bit of boost at the moment. Lunr does get the play away. And now Bal, flip reset. Just lofts it over the top. Lunr does well. Bal gets back to it. Able to get for the shot. And once again, a good save by Lunr, who now has the opportunity to chase downfield. Bal goes for the ball instead of the boost. Lunr goes for the boost instead of the ball. And Bal comes away in control. 30 in the tank for Bal, 100 in the tank for Lunr. And Lunr was realistically always going to win that battle once he got into position. Now Lunr trying to be fancy on the ground. Buys himself a bit of time. Hopes for the spawn to come through, which it does. I'm not sure Bal knows that he got it, but he probably expects that he likely did. Very slow play from both players at the minute. Lunr, you can see, just wanting to get the ball instead of going for the boost again. Now might set up for a full field once more. Which is exactly what he does. Flip reset, goes low. Bal fakes out the challenge. Now has to recover. Gets a save, but won't be able to get back to it. And Lunr is finding the answers now. Just a 2-goal margin with a minute 10 remaining. Lunr looking to make that just 1, which he does. And Bal must have been feeling incredibly comfortable. Being 7-1 up. And now a potential comeback for Lunr. You can see he really wants that sidewall boost. Bal just wants the ball. He didn't have any boost in the tank, just wanted to commit to it. Stop Lunr from getting a play. Now both have boost to use, but Lunr uses it better. And does tie up the game. Like to see this one back. A flip reset. Bal committed. And the shot goes around him. We are tied up after Lunr was down 7-1. It's now 7-7. And Lunr looking to make it 8-7 off the kickoff. Well, Bal at least stops that. Controlling play from Lunr. And Bal commits to it. Wants to go again. 30 seconds on the clock. That's a bit of a testing effort from Bal that we really knew was never going to be something that led to a goal. That's a fake from Lunr, though. And he does get the placement to the bottom right. Lunr just toying with Bal here. And from 7-1 down, Lunr is now 8-7 up. Can Bal get an equalizer? Or can Lunr extend the lead? And that is going to be what does happen. Lunr making it a 2-goal game in his favor with 10 seconds remaining. Fantastic turnaround from Lunr in game 3. Delayed kickoff from Bal. Maybe one more goal. Lunr says no to that. And so the game does go the way of Lunr. Good save by Bal. But it won't be enough. As that game does come to a close, Lunr again with a win. And does take the series into series point for himself. Lunr has leaned forward in his gaming chair. That is a very true statement. That game felt a lot like, for those that watched the Caleb versus Gus match, that felt a lot like that. Gus had a really good lead, I believe it was, and, well, Caleb just didn't let him get away with it. That game ended up 11-10 in favor of Caleb. That game felt kind of similar in the way that Lunr just dominated after a certain point. And now, well, now maybe Lunr can run away with the series. Pal saying he was cheating as if it was twos. That's why he was late to the play, late to the ball on the kickoff. Lunr up high, flip reset into the musty for a double. Fantastic goal from Lunr. And I'd like to see that one back. Lunr is pretty good when it comes to those type of plays. Something I'd... Another thing that I've really noticed about Lunr is he is very good at collecting those flip resets. In awkward positions like that, when you're so high up, you have to read if it's going to hit the ceiling, have to read if it's not going to hit the ceiling. Lunr is very capable of reading those and getting flip resets off them. She did just that to get the flip reset that led to the double, well, led to the musty double tap. Bal does get a touch your way. Lunr will be there first. And just delays it a little bit. Bal into the corner with a very quick commit. Good save by Bal. A little bit of a low boost situation again from Lunr. Just has to retreat. Goes all the way back to the back left. Bal gets a shot away. Well wide of the mark. Lunr. Oh, well, you can see Bal wanted to go for a psycho. Didn't connect. Does keep on going forward, but that is just too big of a touch. Well, that's too big of a flick from Lunr. Oh, boy. I didn't know how to react to that. Hence why I stayed silent for a moment. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Tight angle from Bal. Takes on the shot. Lunr will get it away. Wants to get back to it now. Does find a shot. And does find the net. 3-0. And it does feel like Lunr's just carrying that momentum that he found in Game 3 into Game 4. Off the sidewall. Flip reset. Into the musty. What a goal again from Lunr. Another fantastic effort. I'll watch this one again. What a great angle. I don't know why I have to watch it from here, but it does find the connection on the musty. I thought that I could watch from, you know, the player's perspective or something. No, just had to watch from a horrific angle that really showed us nothing. But Bal has 3 minutes to find something to force a Game 5. It's been pretty rare that we see Bal go for anything super mechanical since Game 1. Found a couple of nice flip reset plays. Hasn't been as willing to use them as the series progressed. I mean, they are high risk, high reward sort of plays. You don't convert on the goal, you're probably going to concede. I mean, that's just ones through and through. You mess something up, you're probably going to concede. That's a touch from Bal to take it up high. Lunr didn't get the connection that he wanted. Flip reset again from Bal. Does get back around it. But it falls right into Lunr's lap, who now goes for a full field play themselves. And it's been a favored play from both players to go the full length, taking it back into their back wall. That should be a gimme for Bal, which it is. Just to put a little bit of unease into Lunr's mind. Minute 51. left in this one. Bal gets around it, shot away. Well, hang on a second. I was thinking it was pretty much done. That Lunr had probably just wrapped up the series. But we might be seeing something a little bit different in the storyline. If Bal can equalize, or can at least score this, a big opportunity to equalize in the game. Couldn't score on that occasion. Does look to recover off the ceiling and go again into the corner. Has plenty of boost, just finds the ceiling again. Lunr does well to get back to it. The pace is just kicked up a notch from these two players. They're not willing to sit around and let the game just die out. They really want to get something. And Bal, you can see, really starting to attack the plays. Doesn't want this to be Lunr's control. Doesn't want Lunr just to end the game through controlling it, but that might lead to situations like this, where Bal overcommits, has to chase back, can't get back. Lunr with a good fake. And then a play over the top. 50 seconds to go. Bal, that kickoff does go in his favor. Might be able to chase it up. No, neither. Commit for the first bounce. And Bal has to go from his own corner once more. 30 seconds. 30 and a bit seconds. Onto the back wall. Bal will be there, but Lunr again just eats up the corner boost. Bal does get a good touch forward. But again, he has nothing in the tank to follow it up. Lunr went for a psycho, didn't connect, but low boost again from Bal. Puts it in an awkward position where Lunr just wanted to find the demo. Has to score off this tight angle. And they just simply don't. So that will be the game going the way of Lunr. And that will be the series going the way of Lunr as well. As it drops on down. That will be the end. Lunr keeps it up just for a little bit longer. Can he find something at 0 seconds? And it does touch down. Lunr does take the series 3-1. Well, that was a interesting matchup there. That, I mean, Bal had moments. Let me get the music going, actually, while I think of it. Bal had moments, and we saw at times Bal was looking pretty good, but Lunr just another step above in this series. And now we have a bit of time to kill. Not